We have 3 senators, President, Vice President, Secretary of State, that are exercising terrible judgment right now. And to say that you're going to do this, regardless of what we say, you're not going to ask for buy-in by the United States Senate or House of Representatives on behalf of the American people in a conflict that you say is going to be multi-year, some people say a decade, taking us into another country with a different enemy, is exercising the worst judgment possible. Tell me what's been accomplished. What Arab Sunni nation is going to have a ground force in Syria? What Arab Sunni country is going to be flying in and bombing and doing missile raids with an Arab insignia on the side of the plane? Tell me that.
Senator, you will hear that at the appropriate time within the next days as John Allen and the team work with all of these countries for the permissions, for the basing, for all the things that will take place. Let me say a couple of things. First of all, with respect to
you can say the answer to my questions, okay? I'm not going to be filibustering.
No, I'm going to answer your question.
Okay.
I'm going to answer your question. I'm sure the chair will be, happy to sort of have the kind of dialogue I talked about earlier. It's important to talk this through.
I've got 2 minutes and 34 seconds and 4 more questions.
Well, Senator, you haven't let me answer any of them yet. So let me try to answer the question.
Well, the question is, what Arab Sunni country is going to be putting boots on the ground in Syria against this now claimed army by your deputy?
At this moment, no country has been asked to put boots on the ground, or no country is talking of it, and we don't think it's a good idea right now. So there's no discussion of that at this moment. Now, with respect to the judgment about asking Congress to do it, I'm asking, do it. Pass it. We'd love to have you do it. But we're not going to get stuck in the situation when we have the authority of not exercising our authority to do what we believe we need to do to protect the country. So we're asking you to do it. Pass it tomorrow.
You're asking us to do it, but you're not giving any details because you don't have them.
That's not true, Senator.
Well, then share them.
Senator, I'm not going to share them in public here today.
Share them in a classified setting.
I'm confident there will be so many classified briefings that you'll be tired of them.
Do you realize how unserious the things that you have laid out and the things that were laid out yesterday sound? You're asking us to approve something that we know the way you've laid it out makes no sense. We have a strong sense that our Army, our military leaders have urged you to put special forces on the ground, but no, we're not going to do that. So this doesn't even seem serious. It seems like a political answer.
I must say to you, I really find it somewhat surprising for you to suggest that as the President of the United States talks to the nation and commits to take strikes in order to deal with ISIL, as we have come back from a week of very serious meetings with nations around the world, all of whom are committed to this, that you sit there and suggest that it's not serious. Now, with all due respect to you, Senator, let me just tell you something, point blank. The moderate opposition in Syria has, in fact, been fighting ISIL for the last 2 years, but they require our support. Senator McCain knows that. He's been screaming about it for some time.
We've all been screaming about it, and y'all have done nothing, or at least not much to talk about.
Senator, let's just understand that the fact is that what has propelled ISIS to some degree is a word called success. And as ISIS has had success, they've used social media and they've appealed to greater numbers of greater fighters. As they have now suddenly been put on their heels, and as the United States and other countries do seriously commit to this endeavor, and believe me, what we're doing is serious, then if success begins to turn and move towards the Free Syrian Army and the moderate opposition, I believe you'll see greater numbers of recruits.